Hello, Ben Lanick here with Carpet Land Tri-County. I'm back here with Dan Ferguson, and this is part two of addressing the top 5 most frequently asked questions about hardwood floors. We're on question 3. You ready?
Sure am. Fire away.
How does moisture affect my hardwood flooring, and what can I do to minimize those effects?
Wood is a sponge, and the one thing to kind of keep in mind is that moisture isn't always liquid. Moisture is humidity. The way we construct our homes these days, they're very, very airtight, and therefore they don't have the free exchange of air and the increase or decrease naturally of moisture. So what you do is you'll tend to trap that moisture in. If the moisture is in there, particularly in the summertime, the wood eventually is going to absorb it and swell, and a lot of times it'll have a cupping effect on the edges. So the best way to maintain that is to maintain the temperature and humidity in your home with your natural HVAC system and your air conditioner, which actually works as a dehumidifier. That's not its main purpose, but it does do that. Or adding an additional dehumidifier, freestanding that you can connect and run. Those would be the best ways. Wintertime, floors tend to dry out, so at that point you want to make sure that you're adding moisture to the air. Again, you want to maintain it. You want it to be the same year-round if possible. And that would be between 35 and 55% humidity, which is a big range. So that's easily maintained through the humidifier on your furnace, and most furnaces come with a humidifier these days. That's something that most HVAC companies are putting in on your furnace to begin with. So make sure that you're running that, operating it correctly, and then in the summertime, make sure that you're minimizing the moisture that's going into it.
All right, here we are, question 4. What is the best way to maintain my hardwood floors?
The best way that I've seen over the years is to use what the manufacturer recommends. There are a lot of cleaners out there. You'll see a lot of cleaners advertised on the weekends and so forth. That doesn't mean that they don't work. They very well could. But the manufacturers don't have time to test all those cleaners. What they do is they test one, they find one that works, and they know this one works. There, of course, are many different companies out there that sell just cleaners, and they will work fine. If you choose to use one of those, I would make sure that it would be something that was recommended by your flooring professional, your salesperson. They're going to direct you, again, through their experience, what works best on the floors that they're selling. But after that, the number one thing I would tell you to do is never change your flooring cleaner. The problem we've run into over the years is where people have used a cleaner and then decided to get a new cleaner because they saw a new advertisement and it sounds better. What you get is an actual chemical reaction between the two cleaners on your floor, and then you've got a build-up problem, and then it's a little more involved than just normal maintenance to get that off. And then the cycle just goes on from there. Multiple cleaners tend to be used in those circumstances, and to get that haze or that buildup off takes a little bit more than a cleaner you're normally going to purchase. So again, use number one default, use what the manufacturer recommends, or use what your flooring salesperson recommends, and then stick to that one cleaner, and you should be good.
Okay, great. Thank you, Dan. All right, Dan, well, thank you so much. Those were great answers. I appreciate you coming out today and giving us your time, your knowledge. And please stay tuned for the next videos in our series. Thank you all so much for being here.